Greetings once again, fellow girls, guys, and gamers. This is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Conan Exiles. And we are no longer alone on the server. Well, technically I am, because there's nobody else on at the moment, and nobody else in the tribe of angels as yet, because of course in order to invite people to the clan we have to physically be on the server at the same time as them. But maybe we could arrange something at some point. Joining us on the server at the moment is Thomas Godfrey, who has been a subscriber of mine for some time, so that's cool. So welcome to TG, Thomas Godfrey. He is not on at the moment, but I tend to record relatively earlier in the morning at present, so there we go. Okay, so other news, I have changed my server settings just a little bit to not drop items on death. It seems to me that this is a good plan because yeah, dropping items on death makes more sense in PvP, so that people can loot your sorry corpse. And also with sort of bug deaths and things like that happening, is probably best and safest if we avoid that. And with no mounts, as Thomas Godfrey pointed out himself, it's an incredibly large map, and if you happen to die somewhere and then have to go all the way back there on your lonesome for all your gear, it takes up most of the time. And from a point of view of doing a video series, not particularly practicable either. I'm not sure whether the bug will reoccur which shoved me and my corpse somewhere stupid outside of the bounds of the possibility of being able to get to it ever again. I've also worked out how to remove map markers, so the random bugged out map markers I had on here last episode, I managed to take them off, so that's good. And I am playing with mouse and keyboard, so you can see my hotbar there, which is nice. So no radial menu. I can access items much more easily. Phew, thank heavens. So hopefully this is going to work rather better for me. Now the overall plan then, we've obviously got some boxes here with some resources in and what have you. My plan at the moment is actually to set up we're going to set up little outpost bases around the map just for resources of one kind and another. Apparently Thomas Godfrey TG has already set up a little outpost somewhere for crystal mining. I'm not entirely sure where, but presumably somewhere on the banks of this river, because that's where all the crystal caves are. So we're going to have an outpost there for that, and we'll have outposts elsewhere for other resources, but we're going to set up a main base over here by the oasis. So what I'm going to do, foolhardy or otherwise, we're going to set out in that kind of direction. Excuse me, frog in my throat. At the moment, for the moment, so that's kind of our plan for today. I'm not entirely sure whether I should take, I don't think I'm going to get encumbered if I try and take any of this stuff with me, except there's some stuff in here which is quite, I'm not sure if I'm likely to ever get it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my lore items, and then provided we actually get somewhere, we'll be able to oops, a little bit of rubber banding there. I'm kind of hoping that isn't a big problem and goes away, because we didn't have that last time. I had a little bit of that last time, and then it didn't prove to be too much of a problem. And of course I'm pretty new to this multiplayer thing, and I know that this kind of thing can be a problem from time to time. So yeah, let's hope that doesn't stick around, because that could bug me quite a bit. Alright, so we're going to have to head in diametrically the opposite direction to where I'm going, really. But I think probably the best thing to do, perhaps the best thing to do, is to head in this direction and up that river there, and then around that. We're obviously going to have to try and avoid aggro as much as possible at this point, because we are not particularly strong. So I'm not convinced that going to the oasis right now is the best plan we could possibly have. We've got a few points to spend here, so I'm going to spend 1 in strength for our melee skills, 1 in stamina for running like hell, and 1 in vitality for not dying on our arse immediately. And hopefully that is going to be a good plan. Okay, there we go, excellent. So long radio menu. Okay, so our water skin is full. We know there's crocs around here. The alternative to this kind of plan really is, yeah, we'll go along till we find the river mouth. The alternative to this plan, of course, is to set up an outpost. There's a croc over there who I will try and avoid, though it's a little difficult, but we might be able to do it by swimming. I don't know. Yeah, the alternative to this plan really is to set up an outpost somewhere around here, which we've kind of done, and I've got a spawn point there, so we know where we'll respawn. We won't respawn right back at the beginning. There's a croc over there in the water. I can see the devil. I can see him. Let's just run. I need some of these. I need some plant fibers. Yeah, I can hear the croc after me, so I'm just gonna peg it. Here we go. No? Well, oh gosh, there's a hyena there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna run from that beggar. They're quite fast though, aren't they? Okay, let's... No, maybe he's given up on me now, I'm not sure. Okay. We'll just keep running, I think. We'll just keep running. Okay, so... Oh, there he's still after me. There we go. He shouldn't chase me the entire map, though. Famous last words. Okay, have I passed the river mouth now? No, I haven't. Not yet. Ah, okay, so... We're going to try this, but whether it works or not, I don't know. I could do with putting some points in survival, because it does actually seem to make a difference now. Whether you do that or not. Oh, I do wish it would stop doing that. I've never had that problem in a single player game where it kind of rubber bands. That is really bugging me. Okay, that isn't quite where I want to be. See, this green area here is pretty nice, isn't it? So from a point of view of a sort of a startup base, it ain't bad. We got the turtle beasties here and things, but other than that, and there's a little oasis type thing in here. Which I think, did we look at that last episode? I don't recall, but it might not be a bad plan to do kind of a bit of leveling before we head out Oasis Woods. That's a bunny. That's a bunny. We've got bunnies and we've got antelope here. And we're not too far. There are hyena. There are hyena here, and I guess this is what we've tried. Yeah, we decided we weren't going to deal with last time was the hyena. Now, one thing I'm not so sure of. There, we've got him. One thing I'm not sure of. Yeah, there we go. That's a. One thing I'm not sure of is how we block the mouse. Ta-da! We've gained a level. All right. I'm not entirely sure how we block with the mouse. I'm not entirely sure. No, that isn't what I meant. Get ahead. Lovely. I literally got ahead. I'm also not sure how let me put that away. Yeah, how do I actually... Okay, so there must be a block key. And this is what I haven't worked out what it is yet, because I'm not sure how I use my dagger either. So I'm not sure how I harvest this corpse. That's kind of annoying. Left control! Yay! I love the key bindings menu, which you can only find if you're using keyboard and mouse. There we go. Okay, so that's that. So yeah, I've got this. This is a really nice place actually. I think I quite like to set up a little base here. We're not too far. I cannot get rid of the death markers, which means that the map is going to be peppered with them by the time we're done. So I think what we will do, we'll set up a little base here because we are not very strong at this point. And the chances are, if we try and do anything or go anywhere, we're just going to die on our arse. So here we go. Plus, if we set up a base here, any other comers to the server will kind of know where to find us. It's not going to be a big place. There's some trees here, isn't there? And I'd rather keep the trees where they are if we possibly can, so that we don't get rid of those sort of spawn points. So maybe we'll build our house here. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? We'll just build a very kind of basic place, I think. So let's just get some stone. I could probably do with making a box first if I possibly can, because we are all pretty full at the moment. So let me just have a look. That is not what I meant. This is what I meant. Let's just see. What do we need? We need 100 wood for one of these beggars, right? We've got the twine already, so we need 100 wood. So let's just... We know we can still move when we're encumbered. There we go. We just can't move very much. How much wood we got? We got 66. That's pants. Let's get another one of these. So if I don't build too close to trees, they should respawn and provide us with wood whenever we need it. Wood is kind of rare in this starting area, so it's important for us to be able to access that. There we go. So we'll place a chest over here for the moment, or we'll just put it kind of somewhere where it's going to be out of the way, because I've got to make a new one basically when we can. So I'll shove it over here where it's not going to be in the way. Okay, let's... No, I don't want to drop it, do I? I'm going to have to hotbar it, aren't I? Basically, yeah, let's just do that. There we go. Not enough contact with ground. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of... Okay. It's not too high up, I don't think. It's just in the wrong place. Well, let's just scroll and see if it'll place anywhere. Doesn't look like it, does it? Wow. That is bug-tastic. It won't place anywhere whatever. Even if I scroll it up and down. That is quite random. So presumably it's not going to place anywhere apart from where it's really, really inconvenient to place. Actually, it's not going to place anywhere full stop by the look of it. Why is that? I have no clue. It will literally not place anywhere at all. Oh, there, it'll place there. That is really quite twitchy, isn't it? There we are though, finally. There we go. So we'll put in our heavier items. I'll put that in. I wouldn't have thought these were particularly heavy, but there you go. We'll put all that in there. I don't think we really need those, to be honest. We'll put that in there as well. Not that we really need that at this point. And then I've got a load of branches, which we don't need. There we go, and we can move again. Jolly good. So what we're going to need now, we're going to need lots of... No, not my bow. Oh dear. I may have to rearrange my hotbar. It is not the way around I expect it to be. So we want our sword number 1, bow, axe, pickaxe, dagger, go. That is exactly how I expect to find it. That's better. So we want to make sure that we've learned the basic recipes here. That is right. We need branches and we need wood and we need stone, of course. Whoa. I keep hearing a horse snorting, but of course it ain't a horse. Let's just pick up these bits of stone here as well. It's an antelope, so we've got lots of meat around here, haven't we? Hello, meat. But we're not going to bother with that right now. We're going to get ourselves established with a small base. We're perhaps going to need to get... Well, we're going to put it kind of here-ish. So, again, maybe these rocks won't respawn, but there's plenty of rocks around here. It's not a rare node in the desert, rocks. We should be fine. Okay, we'll finish taking this rock here. And basically, I'll pick up stone till we're encumbered, or more or less encumbered, and I will put it in the chest because we've got some space in the chest at the moment. Okay, we've pretty much cleared the area of stone here, but the other thing is I need to repair my pickaxe. There we go. I need to repair my hatchet and also repair my sword. There we go. It's really wonderful and simple when all you have to deal with is stone tools. Yeah, they're pretty cruddy, but at least they're easy to repair as well. There we go. Oh, and these little stones respawn really, really fast, which is fantastic. Okay, I've hardly got any wood at this point, but I have got tons of stone, so we'll put some of that away in there. I've got some putrid meat, which is delightful. And no, why have I got the wrong one again? Oh, dear me. There we go. Not paying attention. Here we go. So we'll take a few trees now, and then hopefully we'll be able to make ourselves a couple of foundations. I don't want to make a particularly big base here. There is no point. It is just an outpost, and basically it's my little leveling outpost, because I just strongly suspect that if I head to the desert at this point, I'm just going to die sorry, I'm in the desert. If I head to the oasis at this point, I'm just going to die before I even get there. And even though, there we go, we'll craft 4 of those. Even though at this point we can't really, you know, we're not likely to die and drop everything. We'd die still, and it would still be inconvenient and embarrassing. So I will avoid that if I possibly can. Alright, let's just... Ah, no! That is unfair. You just respawned from nowhere. Drop dead, Fred. Oh, my word. Oh, he is dead. Excellent. And we got more hide there as well, which is fantastic. So, in a way, he kind of did us a bit of a favour. There we go. And look at all these rocks that have respawned here. Oh, look. Putrid meat. Delightful. There we go. So, we've now got more than a full stack of hide. And we are now struggling for places to actually store our stuff. So, okay. So, we're going to... put some stuff away. Okay, here we go. I'll drop some of this meat here. It's rancid. We don't need it. Okay, so where were we? Where were we before we were rudely interrupted? So we're going to place our foundations here. I'm going to actually raise them up a bit. That way we've got less problem leveling the... yeah, using the yeah, I'm thirsty, whatever. See, what is that noise all about? So annoying. What a row. Why is it necessary to make that noise? Okay, even if we have to place steps to get up to this thing, we're not going to have grass poking through it so much. And also, we're going to be able to make more use of the terrain if we're placing these higher up. So, there we go. I will put one next to it there. And one there, and one there. There we go. So basically, I'm just going to make this. I'm going to make a few more of these, and we'll see how big we can make this. Now, at the moment, I need stone. I don't have any stone. Do I have some more left in here? I can soon gather some more. Yeah, there we go. I'll grab all of that for the moment. Put that back in there. And we can make 8. And that should do, to be honest. I'll make 3 lines of... 3 lines of 4? Get out of it, stupid antelope. Yeah, you. There, and there. There we go. Ooh. And I can't place one here. Cannot place while overlapping another object. Overlapping what, pray? Okay, we could have a problem there. I'm not sure what that's all about. And that one will place. Okay. And then that one. That one. But this one won't. Okay, it will. Perfect. Create a home. Yeah, well, it's kind of sort of, basically. I think that's probably big enough, to be honest. That's cool. That is probably big enough. Now, we're short of stone again, so I'm going to have to take my pickaxe and head out for some more. In fact, we perhaps don't need a pickaxe. We've got an absolute ton of loose stones here. But I'm going to need loads of stone, let's face it. It's the foundations are the most expensive bit, so to be honest, we're probably not going to need too much in the way of stone to... Can I pick that one up? Yes, good. To finish this off. So, let's see. I have no idea how much we've got now, but we're getting to the point where we're encumbered again. We're going to have to defend our homestead from hyenas here, of course, but they're nowhere is entirely safe unless you're perched on top of a cliff. That was pretty safe, but I managed to injure myself getting down from it, and it wasn't particularly convenient when I needed to fill my water skin either. So, okay, so we're going to need some walls. Let's make a door first. No, I don't want 6 doorways. That would be a bit mad. But, let's see. We're going to need at least, yeah, let's make 5 blank walls, because we're going to need the corners for a start off. We'll make our doorway. Now let's just make sure that we place this correctly. Yeah, I think that's right, isn't it? We're going to need to make some steps, aren't we? Let's face it, we're going to need to make some steps here. I'm not sure if I've even learned that recipe, but we're going to. Here we go, sandstone stairs. We need to know the recipe for that. Can we make them? No, we can't, because we have run out of stone. Okay, there we are. But we've got some walls we can place. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to place normal walls on the corners, and then we'll have windows. I think that's it. I can't really see. We'll have windows in between. There we are. Now we'll have a wall here. Yep, there we go. And then at least we'll have some hyena defences in place. There we go. That's it for the time being. Let's gather some more stone. I'm going to hit some of these. That will get me a load of stone all at once. How are we doing for wood? We've got loads actually. We don't need as much wood as we need stone for this, of course. There we go. There's some heavy footsteps coming from up there. I think that must be one of the turtle beast things. But I don't think he's likely to drop down on my head. Famous last words, but I don't think so. Oh, that was how we we dodge. I'm going to have to find out how we dodge. Okay, so I need what? 1, 2, 3 more of those? I believe. So let's give this a whirl. There we go. Of course, this base is never going to be purge proof, but it ain't supposed to be. Really? Did I not say craft one more? I'm sure I did. Have I run out of stone? No. Craft one more. Oh, it's a rhino. My goodness me, what's a rhino doing up there? I didn't think there'd be such a big animal in this area. Oh, there we go, look. Okay, and then we're going to need some window walls. And can we make any of those? We can actually. We can make 4. And that's probably about right. We want one there. We want one at the back. And we actually need a blank wall as well. So we're going to need to make one of those too. But we're almost done here. There we go. There. And I might make... Yeah, I might put 2 at the back there. And then we're going to need 1 more for here. And of course, we're going to need stone for that, aren't we? Yep, it is very definitely stone that we've run out of. This rock may or may not respawn. I don't mind if it doesn't respawn. This gives us a bit more space if we want to place a forge here, for example, which would be good, wouldn't it? A forge should be one of the first things that we can construct, really. Now let's grab these as well. There we go. And we'll make another window wall to place on this end here. There we are. And then we're going to need some ceilings. Now, we know in order to place any workbenches on the inside, do we have to place them before we put a ceiling in? Or do we just have to say whatever and make a ceiling, make our ceiling kind of, another block higher? I don't really want to have to do that if I don't, if I don't have to, as it were. Let's see. We haven't learned how to make the workbench yet, but we probably can. So let's go to that. The armourer's bench, for example. We want carpenter and we want blacksmith, don't we? So let's unlock the blacksmith and unlock the armourer's bench. The armourer's bench requires what? 240 stone, 160 wood and 50 hide. Okay, well, we've got 110 wood. We've got 217 stone. Okay, we're going to need to put some of this stuff in here, aren't we? Because we can't actually... Let me just repair that. Repair up before we do anything else. And we need 50 hides, so we're going to need to do a little bit of hunting in order to bring that one about. But temperature-wise around here, we're perfectly fine, actually. I haven't had any sort of debuffs or negative, or any problems with negative temperature rating or anything. So it's pretty temperate around here. We're in the normal zone for temperature, and therefore this is an excellent place to set up this starter base. So... yeah, I think we'll work on the basis that we want to put our armourer's bench inside the joint, and therefore we should probably try and place that before we even put in our roof. From that point of view, let's just see. Can we make a door? Can I make a door, or is that a recipe I have not learned yet? Surely we should be able to make a door with this. Yeah, we can. We can make a simple wooden door with this. I just can't find the... There it is. 50 wood. Of course. We need more wood, but I'm pretty sure we've got some in here. So let's do this thing. Let's make a door, and then we've got Just one will do. And then we've got ourselves a sort of a vaguely secure base. I'll put that away. There we go. Has it placed it? Yes, it's placed it. Okay. And yeah, we still need to make these stairs, don't we? And we need 5 wood for that. So let's make our stairs. That way, when a hyena chases or whatever, we're actually going to be able to physically get into our base. Which helps. There we go. Steps! Marvellous. There we go. So we don't have a roof at the moment, but as I say, not really a big problem at the moment with some temperature or anything like that. So I don't think we have to worry over much about that. I filled my water skin. This is excellent. We're going to need a campfire in here for cooking as well, of course. And we're going to require... Let's just get my bow and arrow, because we are going to require some hide. He is running away. Well, hey, I thought it was being a bit slow on the uptake there. This is probably going to result... Look at that. Will you, like, not just ping them off randomly? It would be good if I could, like, aim vaguely. Is it dead yet? No. What the heck? Why is she auto-shooting? Can I... Oh, yes. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Took me a while to realise that actually it was, yeah, a different one I had to use there. There we go. We've got some hide there, but I don't know. Ah, it's a croc. I am not ready to take him on. Really not ready to take on a croc at this point. No, sprint, please. Get away from him. There's another antelope there, but I don't want to take that until I know that the croc is no longer following me. If he is, I know I can hide from him. Alright, let's get this again. How many hide we got? We got 33 and some antelope heads. Of course, we get 3 of everything, don't we? Okay, so we got the right mouse button now to be able to shoot. Oi, oi, oi. Doesn't run very far, does he? I'm not... Ooh, where's he gone? No, I didn't kill him. He's clipping through. Always helpful when they get stuck on a rock. There we go. Let's see if we get enough hide to make this armor bench now. Yep. Oh dear. We're out of stamina. Such hard work. Stabbing with a dagger, it would seem. Okay, so we've got... how many hides? 66. Nice. We've definitely got enough hide for the job. Whether we've got enough stone and wood is something else. But the rich wildlife around here should help us out a great deal. Okay, so we've got 66 hide there. Oh, look at that. We've got 16. Of course, we've got... Wow, we had enough hide to start with. Never mind. We've certainly got enough hide now. So we need hide. We need stone. We don't need bone. So we're going to need more wood and we're going to need more stone. So we'll gather up all these stones for a start off. And then we will gather... some wood, and then we should be able to craft our armourer's bench and place that inside our structure. And once we've done that, maybe we'll be able to build ourselves a roof on there without it bugging out. I don't know for sure. There we go. So we're going to have enough there. Stone. So now let's gather ourselves a few trees. Again, not absolutely sure if we're building far enough away for these trees to respawn, but I hope so. There we are. And how much wood do we need? I don't recall. 160. Okay, so a couple of 3 trees should do the job. There, we've got 180 wood now, so that's nice. That should do. And yeah, I've got some wood there as well. And then we've got stone, plenty, and we've got our hides. Doesn't matter that we're over encumbered. We just need to make one of those. There we go. And then the rest of this is going back in here for the time being. Though, of course, one of the things we will need to set up is some storage inside the base. Yeah, definitely, because we're already kind of out of... Well, let's take some of the stuff that's going to enable... For example, I can make another chest now, I think, just about. So I'm going to do that. So if we place this box inside our base, then we're going to be able to put some storage store some items in it. Where should we place our workbench? Because that's done as well now. Let's place our workbench first, and then we've got an idea. Oh my goodness, I do hate the fact that you can't turn the thing around. Oh, can you turn? You can turn the thing around. There we go. Okay, great stuff. And we can place it as well. So we'll place it snugly up against the back wall there. Lovely. Marvellous. There we go. So we can see we don't actually need this place to be... Oh, look, auto closing door. Like it. I like it. Security. And then if I place a chest kind of next to it, that's going to be good as well. Is that clipping through the floor? No, it's not. It's absolutely fine. And we've got a chest next to it. And basically, I'm going to have to place lots and lots of chests in here. So I'm going to start out. Obviously, our armorer's bench needs certain resources in it. So I will put some sort of resources, basic resources in there. I've got some twine there as well. I should probably turn that into twine, shouldn't I? If we've got the ability to make any more twine, I probably ought to. There we go. And then this one can contain, I don't know, some other kind of resources. So we've got branches there, and we've got stone, what have you. And then we're going to need a campfire and things in here as well. But for the time being, folks, we're going to leave this for one episode. We have done some fairly good work here today. I'm just going to grab all this stuff if I possibly can, even if it means I'm over encumbered. Oh, great. I couldn't see that. There we go. Even if it means I'm over encumbered, because I want to take it into the base. We're not going to be able to put all of this in the chest, but we can put some of the items into the armorer's bench, which means that we're going to be able to, you know, sort of de-encumber ourselves. Just got through the door before it auto-closed on me there. But I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, you know what to do. Oh, I'll put that in the armorer's bench, actually. Let me know by hitting that like button, and feel free, as ever, give me your hints, tips, comments, etc. And I do hope you'll join me for the next episode. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye-bye for now.